Today we're here to talk about the power of our dreams. The power of our dreams. You know, having a dream is super important. Having a dream has the capacity to change your life. Every invention, every creation, every important thing that ever happened in this world started with a dream. A dream expands you. A dream shows you not only who you are, but who you can become. A dream will allow you to grow in the process of achieving it, doesn't it? And a dream will help you push through obstacles that seem impossible to push through. So this is the story of a little boy with a big dream. And this little boy dreamed about playing football. It was his long life dream. He wanted to play football, and so he did. Ever since he was 2 or 3 years old, he would be with a ball all day long. And one day, his parents said, "This boy is really good. Let's go and take him for a tryout." So they take him to one of the big clubs in his country for a tryout. And the guys who were looking at him say, "Yeah, the boy is good. But what's wrong with him? He's too small. Look at him. He is definitely too small. Something is not right with this kid." So they take him to the doctors, and the doctors check him out, and they say, "Yeah, there's something wrong with this kid. And it's not a minor thing. In fact, it's quite a rare disease, but it's a big thing. And the big thing is that this kid was born with a growth hormone deficiency, which in essence means that his body refuses to grow." And so these guys who were about to sign the contract with him said, "No, we're not going to do this. Because this kid was born broken. He was born broken." Have you ever felt broken before? Yeah. And some brave guys are putting up their hands. Have you ever felt like, "I'm not good enough, I'm not attractive enough, I'm not talented enough, I'm not intelligent enough, I don't have enough friends, I don't have enough money, there's something wrong with me"? Well, this kid, he was born broken. And these people were not there to fix him. But you know what this kid did? The kid with the broken pencil? He said, "I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep focusing on my dream. Because I will make my dream bigger than my obstacle. And I will do whatever I have to do to make my dream come true. And if that means setting my mind and reminding myself every single day, you can decide that." And speaking about decisions, the first step to make a dream come true is decide what you want. And you would be astonished to realize how many people have no idea what they want in their lives. Many times I ask people, "So what do you want?" And they bring me up a big long list of what they do not want. "I don't want this body, I don't want this face, I don't want to feel this way, I don't want my parents to tell me what to do, I don't want..." "And what do you want?" "Oh, I don't know. I never thought about that." "Oh, really? Well, that's the first thing you need to do in order to achieve your dreams. You need to decide what you want with lots of details. Now, let me tell you another true story. Who here likes animals, especially? Who likes horses? Oh, lots of you. This is a true story about a boy who loved horses. His name is Monty. Monty had a father his father was a horse trainer, and he was a quite violent horse trainer. So he would use violence to train horses, whips and sticks to make them obey. And he would not only be violent with the horses, but he would also be very violent with a little kid, with his son, with Monty. So many times Monty would escape from his father, and he would take refuge in nature, and he would spend hours and hours observing the horses. And he realized something. As he was observing the horses, he realized that horses would never use violence to teach younger horses how to do things. They would use soft body movements. And so he started dreaming, and he said, "What if one day I can become a horse trainer using no violence?" And so one day, Monty goes to school, and the teacher asks him and the fellow classmates, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" Have you ever been asked that? Yeah. And so she said, write an essay about it. What's your dream? And so Monty went back home, and he spent the entire night writing out his dream, and he put all the details, and he went back to school, and he handed the essay to the teacher, and he's all proud, and the teacher reads it and says, no, Monty, come. What you wrote here, so you want to live in California in a 62-acre ranch, and you want to breed racehorses? It's not going to happen. You come from a very poor family, Monty. You guys live in a trailer. It's not going to happen. So I want you to write something more realistic. I don't want you to get frustrated. So Monty goes back to his house with the essay. And what do you think he did? Do you think he changed it? No. He didn't change a single comma. So he goes back to school with the essay untouched, hands it back to the teacher. The teacher is reading it again and says, okay, Monty, I don't think you understood. If you don't change this, I will give you an F. An F for fail, for 0. So Monty looks at her and says, fine. You keep your F. I keep my dream. I'm going to repeat that. He says, you keep your F, I keep my dream. Do you think that's a cool answer? Give him a clap, because it's a true story. His fame, he started getting really good in this technique, and he started being world known, and the Queen of England, who's very fond of horses, who loves horses, heard about him. So she calls him and says, hey Monty, will you come and show me what you do with horses? I want to learn. And so he's there with the Queen, and she's very impressed with what he's doing. And so she says, hey Monty, you need to write a book. And so he does. And he wrote a book that is called The Man Who Listens to Horses. The book became an international bestseller. And today, Monty Roberts lives in California. And he lives in a ranch that is, how big? How many acres? 62 acres. And he breeds? Of course. Yes. And so this story tells you that never, ever let anybody tell you that your dream it's not going to happen. Don't let anybody tell you, hey, stop dreaming, be realistic. No, no, dream big, go for it. And do what Monty did. He wrote it down. There's power in writing down your goals. Who here writes down your goals? Raise your hands. A fair amount. Let me share some powerful research with you. So research shows that only 4% of people who do not write down goals and dreams attain them, reach them, while 44% of people who write them down reach them. And that if you write them down, who here, most of you or many of you raised your hand when I said, do you write down your goals? Do you also reread them very often? Okay, a lot less hands. If you reread them often, your chances go way up, 200% more, just by rereading it. This is all research from University of Virginia. And I'll give you one more thing, just in case anybody there is sitting and saying, I don't know, I'm wondering. Research shows that people who write down their goals and reread them all the time make 9 times more money than those who don't.